Wintersday is back. TXs' toys are out of control, there's an all-out snowball war to be fought, orphans need presents, and you need a great guide to it all so you know what to do. Along with how to make the most gold and karma, I'll be covering everything you need to know as a beginner to this festival. There's different ways to achieve some pretty great results with Wintersday, and you could easily earn well over 1 million karma without too much effort. So pour up some eggnog and let's get this started, adventurers. Before we get to the farming, we need to cover the basics. As with all festivals in Guild Wars 2, there's a unique currency, and for Wintersday, that is snowflakes. 1,000 snowflakes can be traded for a snow diamond, which is used to purchase most of the bigger rewards from the reward vendors. You get snowflakes by opening the various types of Wintersday gifts you earn by doing activities and completing achievements, or using frostbitten gathering tools. What activities are there and where are they located? Well, we'll cover that next. And be sure to stick around to the end to see what kind of rewards are available, as well as the new 2023 changes. The festival hub is located in Divinity's Reach, and you can get there by using your invitation that you get in the mail. There you'll find a flurry of activity by the Crown Pavilion waypoint to the west, where you can find all the reward vendors and almost all the activities. Most are instanced, but let's start with the one that's not. The Wintersday race will occur at the north end of the pavilion by the Raptor head icon. Here, you can also find the time trial version, which progresses the achievements as well if you don't want to wait. This race in particular, there is an achievement for doing it mounted in under 3 minutes or on foot under 5 minutes. With the full Raptor masteries and knowing the course, you can do it under 3 minutes fairly easily. And with only the Leader of the Pact 3 buff, I was able to do the foot race with no other movement skills. So pretty straightforward. You can theoretically complete the race 3 times per event cycle while mounted if you wish, for additional progress to the Ula's Rival achievement. But that's not the biggest thing you want to farm, so just knock out your achievements and move on. Bell Hero. I mean, the Bell Choir Ensemble. To get to it, speak to the Bell Maestro in the northern area of the Crown Pavilion. You can play the low, medium, or high notes for a song. Speak to a snowman to teleport onto the stage if a song is not playing, or teleport to a different stage if the one you are at is full. Once on a stage, you will need to play 8 notes divided with 4 on the main bar and 4 on your secondary bar. The notes are color coordinated and will come towards you. You want to play them essentially when they enter the circle. If you miss them, you will take damage. If you hit them, you will heal. Take enough damage to get knocked down and you'll be thrown off the stage for the rest of the song. A great trick to help is to place your mouse cursor in the middle line so you can have a clear differentiator for which bar you need to press. I also would not recommend having your bar like mine, where you have to press shift plus the same number as the first 4. My brain gets mixed up all the time, and being able to play with a key on each finger would make this much easier. There are a total of 6 rounds to play, then a 40-second pause afterwards to allow people in and out. If anyone leaves, there will be a 30-second pause after the round, no matter what. If you have minimal pauses and are good at this, according to Fast Farming, you can clear about 77,000 karma per hour and about 16 gold from the presents, but it is a very intensive activity. If people leave after every round so you experience the maximum wait time possible, you're looking at only around 11 gold per hour and 54,000 karma. So quite a difference there, but still very good if you can tolerate the activity for that long. The second most productive is going to be another intense activity, but one that you can completely control yourself. The Winter Wonderland jumping puzzle. To get there, speak to the Festive youth just south of the Crown Pavilion waypoint. This jumping puzzle has 3 different paths, which sets the difficulty and reward you will get from it. The Quaggan route gives you 100 seconds of life, the Snowman route is 66 seconds, and the Gingerbread route is 55 seconds. Gingerbread is the most rewarding, giving you 12 Wintersday gifts compared to the Quaggan's 8. However, the platforms disappear very quickly. All 3 paths eventually lead to a bonfire, which will heal you and remove your frostbite while there, resetting your life to live time. You'll then cross the last half of the jumping puzzle, which is all the same, the only difference being how long you have until you freeze to death. According to Fast Farm, with the Gingerbread route only, assuming perfect runs every time, you can expect about 27,000 karma and 13.4 gold per hour, which if you can do perfect gingerbread runs every time, I ask that you apply to be the new jump puzzle developer for ArenaNet, because we could use some more, and you apparently have a gift from the divines themselves. Moving on to my personal favorite and the 3rd most productive farm, Toypocalypse. This is a wave defense event that you can play with random players, in which you need to destroy miniature scenery for snow and scrap to build snowmen and siege weapons to defend some Dolyaks in the middle of the arena from ever-increasing waves of enemies. This is the least intensive farming available to you, which for me is very important because then I can throw on some Critical Role or some other YouTube stuff and autopilot my way through while I chill. Assuming you do all 10 rounds of Toypocalypse, you're looking at about 16 minutes per round and a total profit of around 12 gold per hour, but no karma, just presents. So grab a candy cane or a pop rifle and get to whacking. Those are the primary repeatable farms and 3 great events from Wintersday. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to drop a like. I'm working on a gold earning guide to help you maximize your earning potential in Guild Wars 2 right now. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Now, on to the rest of the activities. TXs Infernium is accessed right by the entrance to the pavilion here, and it's essentially a little Wintersday dungeon. It auto-scales you up to level 80 if you are not already, so any of you can do it. You have to help TX clear out hostile toys, clean up experiments gone wrong, and it eventually culminates in knocking some sense into Tox. You can definitely do it solo. I did it without any real issues, but it took absolutely forever by myself, so I recommend grabbing some people. It's not very difficult, so I wouldn't really be worried about who, just grabbing whatever people are nearby and willing to do it with you. This dungeon is great to work on the Wintersday Wrecking Ball achievement and the Disassembly achievement. It also rewards 50 presents for the first daily completion and 25 on subsequent ones. Following that, we have a Snowy Strike mission, Secret Lair of the Snowmen. Available for private or public squads, you'll get there by seeking out Cobb in the southern portion of the Crown Pavilion. Once inside, you and your squad will fight your way through frozen enemies, liberating them and moving on. Once you reach Freezy, the boss, you'll have to take him down while dodging giant rolling snowballs, purple laser walls, and icy death on the ground. Once you take him down, his frozen heart will pop out and you need to kill the ads that spawn to summon snowballs to throw at the frozen heart with your special action button. You'll go through this cycle a couple times before emerging victorious, earning yourself 30 Wintersday gifts, some experience, and for your first completion per day, a Wintersday chest, which can give you a chance at some festive skins or miniatures. That's a lot of PvE, but what about PvP? Well, look no further, because Snowball Mayhem is up next. Accessed in the northern section of the pavilion, this is a capture the flag shootout between 2 teams over control of a present that spawns in the middle. When you load in, you'll have to choose between supporter, scout, and heavy gunner classes that you can always change once you return to base. There are also power-ups located around the map that you can grab to give your team an advantage. Supporter can heal and crowd control like a boss. Heavy gunners move slow when they draw their weapon but can't get knocked down and passively heal. Scouts have quick attacks and movement skills. As fun and chaotic as this activity is, you'll only get 5 gifts for a win, 1 gift for a loss, plus 1 gift per however many gifts your team captured during the match, and 1,000 karma per round. Some of these matches can be very quick if they're one-sided, or can take forever if both teams are evenly matched and keep failing to score. With all the main activities out of the way, let's talk about giving Wintersday joy to some orphans and then rewards after that. Throughout Divinity's Reach are a total of 30 orphans that can accept gifts, awarding you with karma once per day for each one. They have a peppermint above their head if you have not given them a gift that day. The gifts they need are purchased from 2 vendors in the pavilion, not to be confused with the ones you've been getting as rewards that you can sell. You need to purchase rolls of wrapping paper from the gift wrapping seraph, and then you can either purchase skins from the person right next to the gift wrapper, or buy some things from the trading post like peppermint omnom berry bars. If you spend just karma, you'll spend a total of 1,008 karma on a gift, which when given to an orphan with no karma boosts will grant you 1,500 karma. All told, you can gain a minimum of 14,760 karma this way after you account for expenditure, which isn't much, but it doesn't take long, and you can also boost it. If you get every karma boost you can have for this in the game, they will grant you around 4,500 karma, which after counting expenses, you'd be looking at around 104,000 karma for doing all 30. The wiki does say you can get wrapped gifts via drops from foes or containers during Wintersday, though I personally haven't gotten any yet this year, albeit my game time has been a little limited. There will be a link to the awesome wiki map that shows each orphan's location in the description below, so you can take advantage of this. Rewards are pretty typical for a festival. If you feel lucky, you can open your Wintersday gifts for a small chance at super rare drops that are worth a ton of money, or you can simply sell gifts for guaranteed gold and no headache. I personally sell all mine because I have awful luck anyway. Just in the time it took me to record each activity only once, I made about 10 3/4 gold worth of presents after trading post taxes. All the reward vendors to purchase things from are found in the Crown Pavilion. And as always, there are festival related miniature, weapon skins, tonics, and recipes. You can use karma to purchase bags containing cloth and logs, and the weekly vendor has a smattering of things that are honestly not that inspiring. Sparking Stone has his exclusive assortment of holiday weapons for this festival. 3 of his weapons are brand new for this year: the ornamented staff, shield, and focus. Also new to 2023 are the Sacred Solstice weapons, obtained via a choice chest that you can only earn with the Tier 1 of this year's annual Wintersday traditions, and the weekly Wintersday festivities achievement being completed to Tier 2, which means you'll only be able to get 4 of these things before the event is over if you do it every week, so choose carefully. Also new this year is the Tier 2 annual reward, the Winter Fur Shoulders box, which does look pretty awesome, and the miniature plush cuckoo, which is certifiably adorable. There's some new guild hall decorations as well, if you're into that sort of thing. So there you have it, a full breakdown of how to earn your rewards, what's going to give you the most bang for your buck, and some tips along the way. I hope you found the video helpful, and I'd love to hear what your favorite activity from Wintersday is, so drop a comment down below. If you're into fantasy games and need something to watch while you farm away, click here to check out my challenge run in Baldur's Gate 3, where I play 4 of the same class on the hardest difficulty. It gets pretty wild, honestly. So, until next time, safe travels, fellow adventurers.